There are many methods to train hamsters, some more successful than others. If you picked a good hamster to start with, though, this will be a lot easier. Leave your new pal alone when you first bring him home for at least a day. He needs time to become used to a different cage and the noises and smells around him. You can tell when he's ready for the next step by watching when he's up. When he starts grooming himself casually, not frantically, it's time. Start talking to him while standing or sitting near the cage. This will help him become used to your smell and voice. At first, he may run and hide whenever you start talking, but eventually will become used to hearing your voice. If you can't think of anything to say, try reading a book out loud. If you're still in school, reading out loud might actually help you study better anyways. When bonding with the hamster, at first, limit yourself to early morning, late afternoon, or late night. Hamsters are most active at dusk and dawn, though some people think they're nocturnal because that's when all the wheel noise occurs. Start by offering him treats while loosely holding them with your fingertips. Don't try and touch him or pick him up. It will startle him, and all animals avoid the things that scare them. If he doesn't come, try quietly and slowly rubbing your hands in the bedding so they smell normal to him. If he doesn't come, you'll have to hold completely still for a long time, only to be rewarded by a fast snatch. After a while, though, he'll willingly take treats from your fingers, and may even take it from the flat of your hand. Be careful when offering treats not to offer too many that are fattening. Male hamsters especially can become overweight, but a controlled diet can help with this. The next step depends a lot on your hamster. With mine, the first time he tried to take food from the flat of my hand, he actually was biting me instead. He didn't do it purposely. By the smell, he thought my hand was food. If they bite, don't jump back as your normal reaction would be. It will terrify the hamster and you'll have to start all over. If he's in your hands, don't drop him. It might injure the hamster. Instead, gently blow in his face to get him to stop biting. Put him back in the cage and let him alone for a while. He needs a break, and you can try again in 15 minutes to a half hour. The next step is taking the hamster outside the cage. Pick a small room that you can close off and doesn't have anything in it that will hurt him if he becomes loose. Take the hamster out of the cage with your hands, if he'll climb onto him, or inside a tube. Don't go chasing the hamster around in the cage with your hands. This will scare him, and he'll learn that if he runs from you or bites you, that he'll get what he wants. If he bites, leave him alone and try again later. Don't forget to blow at him lightly. The blowing doesn't hurt him, it's just unpleasant, and he'll learn that biting you isn't the most fun. Sit down and put the tube or your hands on your lap. If using a tube, let the hamster come out on its own and don't block the entrance. That way, if he becomes scared, he can run right back into where he considers safe. Only have him out for 5 minutes at the most, but gradually increase the time you have him out of the cage. If he chews on your clothing, you can blow on him too. That way, he doesn't become used to chewing on them, and that way there won't be holes in them. Also check and make sure they're clean. You may not see or smell food, but the hamster can smell a lot better than you can. Also, if he starts doing bad behavior while outside the cage, put him back in for a while and try again later. Take your hamster out of the cage at least once a day. That way he won't become lonely. Even though you think he might need a companion, never house 2 Syrian hamsters in the same cage, no matter what anyone else tells you. Pet stores sometimes do because the hamsters are still babies. Once they're mature, though, each Syrian hamster needs its own territory, and if there's an intruder, they'll often fight to the death. Sometimes taming a hamster can take months, and other times it can be done in less than a week. It all depends on you and the hamster.